Hey there everyone, this is Cypher. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 2. First of all, before we actually move on, in between sessions, I went down here, went to an HER grinder, which is a thing I made up. It's a high encounter rate grinder, which is to say that I will go there to grind if I need a high encounter rate. Now you'll notice that these are not the people I grinded. These people are at the levels they were before. So no, they have not changed. However, I did, off-screen, make a survivalist team and grind them all the way up to level 5, just to kind of make up for the funds I lost giving them a weapon. So, we'll be using those soon enough, and those will be used to take advantage of gather points around the vicinity of the labyrinth. With that grinding, of course, I was able to get a lot of stuff, so I'll be able to share that with you. But first, let's visit the bar and turn in a few quests. Or do a few quests, whatever. One way or the other, we're getting stuff done today. New lot, yes, come in, we're coming in, okay. Picked up, everyone's lazy, but the reward's worth it. And we can accept quest. Alright, now this is Cass. He's going to be our guy for the quest, and unlike Yo 3, if you've watched that, you don't, and unlike Yo 1, I think as well, but you do not get EXP when doing quests, and that is just a giant, whoa man, but the game's balanced around it, so it feels okay, because the mobs give more EXP in general. Take the quest then, great, good to hear it. This one's from the restaurant down the way. The man's down there in powerful need of rock water. It's bracing stuff we can only find in the labyrinth. Go get it done, first floor. Just bring back some water and the job's done, that's it. That's all there is to it, let's move on. As I said, I sold off stuff, and I'm gonna hang on to these 3 long pins for an upcoming quest. I'll tell you if you need to hang on to anything. And essentially we are at this, and the Hindi, well, by selling the small nail we got from the crawler in the last episode, I have access to the nail whip, which gives a grand 2 attack, so I'm not super interested in it, even though 2 attack is a huge difference this early in the game. It is a rather expensive weapon, so I'm going to ignore it for now. We do have the Hindi unlocked, well, kind of. We got all the rat needles, or long pins, that we need for this thing, and we'll pretty much be using the Hindi for the rest of the floor whenever we get that. But just know that you need like a ton of long pins or rat needles in order to access that. We also got access to the Kalinga and the Mud Staff, neither of which I'm going to use just yet, and we have access to the Vakata. I think. Yes, because we didn't switch the Kakiri when we had access to it. We're going to go ahead and cut straight to the Valkata. Wow, Valkata. Okay, does anyone else need armor? Is everyone good on the armor situation? Yes, we also got Jerkin and Greenleaf and Steel Pin and Hide Gauge. So does anyone else need new armor? Anyone? I'm gonna take that as a not really, but I do think these 3 all have good. Okay, well I think we're good on equipment for now. We'll definitely start optimizing it as we get further in the dungeon when it's more necessary. But for now, I think it is time to go ahead and enter the labyrinth and get this going. First thing we're going to do is we're going to, before we go do the Rockwater quest, I want to get a shortcut out of the way. There are some places I'll visit sooner than later, but first there's a few things. First of all, it is morning, so on the morning of a day, you can come in through here. This kind of upper space is just filler, don't worry about it. Come over here and you'll run into an event. Now if you ran into this event, I think during the middle of the day or during nighttime, you'll get ambushed by 3 crawlers. However, if you come here during the morning, then you'll gain an item which will give you a little bit of chunk change. And we grasp it and we get a gel core. Now, as I said, 3 crawlers will ambush you if you decide to do that on your first visit here, so please be in the morning time before you activate that event. If anyone knows the exact parameters of it, that'd be nice to know, though not necessary. Going up here, now going up further north is really unnecessary. There is an item point up there, but it is really out of its way compared to the other item point we're going to have soon access to. So we're not going to actually cover the upper lefts for a long while, and oh my god, I've been using a Survivalist level 5 team, so I'm used to attacking like they do, so now I need to relearn the enemies. I'm thinking just ganging up on one should be a viable tactic. Taking on one at a time. These things have 45 HP last I checked, so gotta remember that as well. Alright. And if it helps you at all, you can write down the damage output of your weapons and figure out what would be the most efficient way to attack the enemies. Mathematicians really love this game for that as well. I think they like the series for all that. Now here's the thing that confused people to hell when they were playing the Japanese version, trying to translate it and blah blah blah. And really, I don't understand why this confused them. It stands still. But after passing through an old ruin and entering a hall, you feel a strong presence. You peer into the hall and witness a dreadful monster sitting in the room center. You wonder, though, if it might be wounded. It doesn't seem to budge from its position. You ask yourself if you're confident in your skills to challenge the creature. Nowhere did it say in there that you actually have to challenge the creature. If not, you muse, it might be best to walk quietly as you came. Walk as quietly as you came, which isn't to say walk backwards, it's to say walk as quietly as you came in. As in to, just move as you normally do. Yeah, this is just one of the things that just threw me off when I saw people on YouTube beating up this raptor as soon as it was available. It's like, no, you didn't have to do that. You could just kind of walk around him and no one else really noticed it. But, yeah, I'm sure we wiped front off. I have the game now, but still. On another tangent, we just got blindsided by these jerks. I'm gonna attack and see how we do. Okay. Let's go ahead and send a Viper at the Hedgehog. He's kind of pissed me off, and I want to kill him as few attacks as possible. So 26, 15, 10, that should do it. And then to the rest of these guys, I'm just going to turn on the auto, because as I said, I am a very lazy person. And I had confidence that no one would die. Wow, why is it... Oh, it used shell, of course. Wasn't paying attention. Was not paying attention. Alright, so let's get some cures up here in the front row. Alright, and we are as good as new, so we are able to continue. Now, before we go any forward, let's go ahead and paint the room in. The FOE will move eventually, and he will kind of disappear into the places I have not been yet, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Come over this way. Well, and we're running into a guard because we've accepted a quest, I think. Here from behind, you hear a lone guard jogging in your direction. You guys are explorers, right? Yeah, I've seen you before. What are you doing back here? After telling him of your current errand, he nods and begins to speak. I noticed the place. In the southern area, it looks like a dead end, but you can't miss it. You thank the guard and begin anew in your search for the spring. So essentially, if you came all the way out here, out of your way, away from the spring, the guard will stop you and say, hey guy, you kinda missed the spring. And we will appreciate that. So let's move down here and investigate this little corner. And depending on how much HP I have left will determine whether or not I just go straight for the spring or I continue exploration of the northern part of this floor. Run into a crawler. Let's go ahead and just pull all of our stunts against it. I'm actually not sure if Tornado is stronger than a normal attack just yet, so this is a good time to test that. So Viper does 19, he's poisoned. Tornado does 14, which is stronger than a normal attack against the crawler before, so I think it's safe to say Tornado is a stronger attack. And poison kills the crawler, so we don't have to actually worry about it, so that's all nice and dandy. Go ahead and heal people up. Behind this door is a room with a gather point in it. This is the first take point. This is where you're going to be making money early on if you, of course, need it. Really, a survivalist team is not that hard to make, and this is the best way to make money early on in the game, is this take point right here. Essentially, I'm going to show you the exact items you can get from that point at the end of the episode in a small clip montage showing me getting each of the 3 items you can get there, in order from most common to least. And we got blindsided again, so this is really crushing my hopes here, because I can't get long vents from these guys. But it doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and send a tornado towards the middle. This is where tornado comes in handy, as it will deal damage to the middle one and then spread the damage. Actually, that is weaker than her normal attack, but it did pretty much damage equal to everyone. Eventually it becomes where it becomes really strong in the middle, and it still does better than your normal attack to the outside. That's when the attack becomes very useful. Let's go ahead and send everyone over here except for Flora. She can finish off the hedgehog. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've already seen this fight. Oh crap, people might die. Okay, no one died. No one died. No one died. I'm getting really lucky that it's not attacking the right people. Even though I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the northern part. I did bring a warp wire though, right? I did bring one of those. No I didn't. I didn't buy a warp. Well, I think we're gonna hold off on going north for the day. And instead we're going to go over and get the rock water like we're supposed to. Doesn't sound like a bad plan of action, so let's go ahead and continue on with that. So essentially, to finish the quest that we have just obtained, we just go down over here, and you'll get a small prompt telling you about a gush of water, and you come over here and fill your flask with the mineral water. Now, for a freebie, you can trigger it again, and you'll step back for free. And a double mole set. Well, we're kind of running low on TP, but that doesn't make me feel too bad at all, so let's just go ahead and pump out some skills and we'll be on our way. I feel like that isn't as strong as the normal attack, though. It did 16, so let's keep 16 in mind and have Gandra attack again. So, 13. Okay, so it is slightly stronger than the normal attack. So that's good to know. And I think we're done here. Let's cure just in case we actually run into another fight. You never know. It's the labyrinth. You can never be too prepared. Go over here. Let's sell some stuff we got. As you can see, the gel core is just a random 13. It doesn't really attribute to anything but a weapon later on, or armor later on. Go ahead and turn that in. Go ahead and send him a dagger I forgot to sell him earlier. Okay, let's go over to the bar and report in the mineral water quest. Alright. Very nice. And we're gonna go ahead and... One of my least favorite things about this game is that the game will give you quests on floors that are coming in advance, which isn't always a problem, but it is something that really bugs me. So let's go ahead and get this and turn this in. For easy 200 in. We're just servicing some leather guy by giving him some long pins. Easy money, gives you more money than the pins are worth, so it's worth it. And the item, we're gonna go ahead and accept the item trade 1. We're gonna get prompted by a few guys as we walk through the labyrinth about certain things. And Cass will tell us that we need to go to Sitoth Trading to get this done. The dry goods store just out front. Exactly. Never seen Sitoth myself. Man's obsessed with his job, never leaves the workshop. This one's from his girl Abigail. She wants to help you a lot by making new weapons. How can I put this? Well, to be honest, I wasn't listening too close, so you have to go ask her. And we'll do that next time, along with a few other things. And a little bit, you will see a small little clip show of the take item points items from most common to least common. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.